And I was saying to you, I remember, it's probably because I was so young, it looked so big. And I can't remember where it was, but we went to a very built up city. But what you're saying, that probably Singapore City was there. For me, because we lived where we lived.
It was very rural.
I remember being
rural, not built up at all.
Yeah.
Singapore City was growing quite fast.
And then I remember going to this massive city where it was all roads and buildings.
I do remember, while we're talking about the city, just something to get in, which I thought was very exciting. I do remember being taken down Change Alley.
Yep.
Change Alley was an amazing place, and I remember my mum basically saying we all had to hold hands and don't let go on the way through, because it was the most packed place.
Oh, yes.
I seem to recall, but my memory might be a bit off here. It might be wishful thinking and putting 2 and 2 together and making 22. But you used to emerge at the other end of Change Alley, and I thought it came out near Raffles. But I might be mistaken about that, because I can't remember where Change Alley was. I'm sure it's not there anymore.
It was like a big market sort of place, wasn't it?
And it was stuffed with people and stuff going on.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
So when you were out, right, of the naval base, you went to the city or some other place, did you ever talk to the locals?
Yeah, probably.
I think so.
But I think it wasn't, I don't think we did it as a way of finding stuff out. It was just interactions. I remember learning to barter at the
you have
the
to in
night
Singapore.
markets. Yeah. And I remember thinking that was great fun. I really enjoyed that. So if you had any pocket money, I loved wandering, and I was allowed to wander around within reason, pretty much by myself there.
Yeah.
And I could.
We all used to go to shops and buy our own little things. I can always remember, like in these letters, for instance, we used to go to the shops and we used to get money, or we were given money.
Yeah, our money,
and then
money was.
And
we
then we
buy
used to go off. So I'm guessing we interacted with the
local,
the shopkeepers things.
Not so much other kids, actually.
No, I don't remember.
I don't remember any non-forces associated,
because all our playtime was
with other expats, really, or with people who, I don't think we spoke to any kids particularly. It would have all our interactions would have probably been with shopkeepers, thinking about it.
We used to have the guy who used to bring the groceries every week.
Yeah, I don't have a memory of that, but you do.
Because I always remember them bringing presents at Christmas.
Yeah.
They used to bring like a little tea set or bowls or something. They always used to give you something at Christmas, or mum, obviously.
Which we kept for many years.
Which we kept for a long time, little place to give you. But they used to deliver the groceries.
In a basket?
Yeah, in a basket. So maybe it was fruit and veg, I don't know. But I always remember them coming up. And
I remember once, actually, my mum trying to be really brave, and we bought a durian at the market. Mum said, we're going to try one of these. And we took it home to the flat in Fraser Road.
Oh, my goodness.
And she couldn't, and the smell in the kitchen, she said, I can't do it. So she literally hung it in a net outside. And then we did cut into it, and then I can't remember if we ate it or not, but I remember thinking, I'm not eating that. And I remember having a durian flavoured ice cream once, and that was disgusting as well. It really wasn't good.
Well, we used to eat a lot of lots of fruits and
star fruit,
pineapple. Yeah, we did used to eat a lot of
star fruit.
The local produce. Yeah.
What was the local food that was your favorite?
Well, the fruit was always a good one. So the rambutans were good.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to think.
And the ice shavings.
Actually, I was trying to think the ice shaving, but I think if we had shrimp or anything like that, I used to really love that.
Seafood,
Seafood. Like I say, that visit to Pontian was fantastic. That was great. I loved that.
I can't really remember anything that specific apart from the egg fried rice.
It's really sad, but also
I don't remember. I don't remember disliking anything. I
No.
can always remember
We ate everything.
We ate everything.
We did.
We
eat
liked
everything.
everything.
We did like
yeah.
everything.
But I can't remember
I
anything
can't remember
specific.
either, which is really sad. So apart from our egg fried rice,
Yeah, that was a fair favourite.
I'm just trying to think what. Oh gosh, what did we eat? Yeah, I don't have. So strong food memories. The only one was the prawn crackers in Pontian and shrimp.
Mm.
I can't. And apart from that, the fruits.
Mm.
So pineapple,
Rambutan,
rambutan. Well, not so much lychee. Funnily
Do you have
enough, and I
lychees?
don't remember eating lychees. I thought it was all rambutan when we were there.
Yeah.
And rambutans are much nicer anyway.
Yeah, they are. I remember I saw some somewhere, or it's a few years ago now.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was in a can. I don't think they were fresh. It was when I was in
Yeah.
Bulgaria. And I said to Bob, oh my God, rambutans. I remember buying them and I was thinking, is this the same? Is it really the same? I don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah.
They were very nice. Yes, I've had some since, but it's very unusual. So yeah, I'm just trying to think. It is remarkable how I cannot think of a particular dish. So our parents got invited to the wedding of our armour, Anna, to her young man.
Okay.
We've got a copy of the invite somewhere. I didn't want to send a picture of it because it's got individuals in it, and I just wasn't sure. But they were invited to that wedding, and my mum was. Well, they were both utterly delighted to be invited. And my mum used it as a great excuse because my dad's he was a bit more of a fussy eater. He wasn't sure about foreign food.
Yeah. Our mum was the more
she was the more adventurous.
She would try everything. But my dad was much more like.
He was a bit more reticent. Yeah. So at this wedding, she took great delight because she was told by her host it was perfect, to feed someone else. It was kind of it was part of a cultural thing, especially at the wedding. I'm not sure if that's right, but anyway, she took it to heart. She was making sure my dad ate everything. She was literally getting chopsticks and picking everything up, and literally feeding it, saying, "You've got to have this. Try this. Try this. Try that." And I think my dad was thinking, "Oh crikey!" And I think he was fine with it actually.
Yeah.
It's just he was not a very adventurous eater. I seem to recall at that time anyway. So, but my mum loved it. Yeah. She was full of this wedding. Yeah.
That's really remarkable about your mom, right? To encourage you to try different kinds of food.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she was really keen that we do that.
Yeah.
She was really keen.
And even when we came home, she did. She
Yeah.
carried on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just now you
foods.
kind of mentioned that she found it difficult sometimes, being away from home. Did she ever talk about it?
Not hugely. Certainly not at the time.
It's only since
then, I think we found out. Actually, I think it was quite common for a lot of women in her situation I think she did suffer depression. Well, I think it was one of those change in society and culture things. I mean, she had 4 children. She lived away from her mum and her family, and I think and her husband was away a lot of the time. I think she found it very tricky.
And I think she was a bit conflicted because she knew she had this great opportunity.
Yeah.
She wanted to be able to enjoy it, but
she
also found it.
And I think she found the climate more tricky than we did. I think when you're young, I think your bodies are just kind of
you just deal with it.
You just deal with it. I think as a woman in her 30s, I think she struggled a little bit with the heat as well. But she never let on really while we were there. But I think she spoke about it in her later years as something that she did. And actually, she really didn't like putting us into that. She didn't like putting her stuff, her mental health stuff on us. So I don't know if we knew.
No, never had any idea when
we didn't know when we were kids that she found it so difficult. And she certainly didn't have any other occupation while we were there to take her out of that, except I suppose socializing with the other wives, I guess. different times, really.
Yeah, I definitely can understand that. It's always more difficult for the adults, than the
Yeah.
children. So for you girls, right? Was there any difficulty adjusting? I mean, what about your friends from home? Uh, did you miss them?
No, drop them off break. No, I think
I was too young. Really.
I think I was sad to leave my school. I think it was a bit of I think it was quite difficult. I can remember thinking how momentous it was, and I was leaving friends behind. But the other thing was, I knew when I came back, we'd be going to different schools probably anyway. So
You have to make new friends.
I'd
now.
have to make new friends. Well, it was just, I don't remember keeping in touch with anyone. I might well have done. I might have written to people, but I don't remember that. And no, I don't remember that. But I remember
Kids are very fickle, though, aren't they? They just make
Yes,
wherever they
they
are.
are fickle. So I certainly had a friend that I made when I was in bourne school. And her father must have been in the Australian forces based in Singapore. And so I was a pen pal of hers for many years afterwards. Yeah.
Okay.
But otherwise, I don't remember meeting or maintaining friends before we left for Singapore or after we left Singapore. Although, as an interesting aside, I went to my tertiary education. I went and did my degree at Plymouth Polytechnic. And in my first year there, I remember meeting a guy who was in his second year then at the same course I was doing. And we were in a conversation, and he said he'd been in Singapore. I said, oh, yeah, so we spoke a bit more about it. And I'm thinking he's making this up, Anyway, he wasn't. He was in my year in junior school in the Navy, in the naval school. I found a photograph of him in it.
Wow.
And it was definitely him, because we both had the same. So I said, well, what was the name of the teacher? And her name was Mrs. Hunter. And he was able to tell me that was her name before And so as it happened, that was a kind of, we never actually became friends or anything, but it was an interesting conversation some 10 years after the event that we both ended up
And also
in education in the same place.
And also, I think where we live, when we came home, because we came back to Portsmouth area, I think there's a lot of families. So when I went to school, like for instance, when we moved home,
That's true. There was a lot of
there was
Navy
a
brats.
family around the corner who obviously were Navy
Yes.
as well, and they were in Singapore.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah, that was true. Yeah.
it was sort of at the same time. We probably knew them when we were there, but we don't remember.
Yeah. And this occasion of meeting this
times actually that's happened.
Yeah, and this chap, when I was at university in Plymouth, his father had returned to Plymouth Naval Base. So, they're both ports.
So you do
both naval bases.
You do bump into a few people that,
and it's quite common. Apparently, we all have the name for that group of kids that were there at that time are Navy brats. We were all Navy brats.
Like for instance, Colin, our brother, he married Helen.
Yeah,
and she used to be in Singapore at the same time.
Her father was a surgeon in the Navy.
Yeah. So
so they're actually,
you're more likely to bump into somebody who
at that time certainly, because there was a high percentage of naval families.
And I think apparently I had more trouble adjusting back home, didn't I?
Did you?
Well, with the armours and
having servants,
having servants, and also the temperature of the pool was not to my satisfaction.
Yeah, I didn't like the cold.
I didn't like the cold.
I didn't like coming back to the cold.
Yeah.
And I remember we lost our tans really quickly.
Yeah,
like
did we? Yeah,
within that first 6 months.
That
we were back to being white.
Yeah, white is white. Mind you, I never really got a tan anyway. But it was something you noticed. As families did continue to come out while we were there, you knew new arrivals. They were so pale.
Yeah.
I mean, really, really, really white. so they had no tan at all. And you were proudly displaying your tan. That was very funny.
Right.
think about
Could
it
we
now.
maybe take a look at a couple of the videos? I mean, I won't
Oh,
show
of course,
all,
yeah.
but we
Oh,
could
you
see a few.
If you can see anything on them.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Where's that, Ange?
This is in the Navy. That was in the
Oh,
Navy.
that's me.
base. Oh,
Yes. Oh, my goodness
That's-
me.
that's at
That's
the
both
camp
of
on the-
you and Colin. Is that right?
Yes. And
Okay.
Angela's on the left there in the middle. Angela's in the middle there.
Yeah.
Colin on the right. Where's that then, Ange?
That's down at the campong. I don't know which.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of the villages. But that is. Yeah, I don't think that's the flats that we lived in.
I don't think it is.
No, because they were bigger.
They were bigger,
So-
yeah.
And they were
Okay.
set back from the road.
Yeah.
or- yeah.
But that must have been on the entrance coming in, maybe.
Gosh, don't even.
This second one.
Oh, that I think is Pontian.
Oh, okay.
I think that was the occasion of my grandmother visiting. That's my
Yes.
grandmother.
Yes.
And we took a day trip out to Pontian, which is where
Ah.
we had this fantastic fish meal in one of the restaurants there. But I do remember it. I think I remember it so well because it was a very stilted village. It was all,
Yes.
it was all
Yeah.
on stilts. So that's
This one might be this is the base.
oh, is it? Oh, yeah, it might be.
I think it is.
So where's
Yeah.
that then?
Because of the big road, right? You can see the big road.
Yeah. Oh, where's oh yeah.
Not sure if
that,
that's-
that looks really. Oh,
Yeah. It's a bit-
ooh.
Like these big houses, right?
Yes. Don't remember. We didn't live there.
No.
Okay.
So is that the rubber plantation then?
Well, it might be one of them, but no, I think they were set back off the road as well.
There's a beach here.
We think we're really unsure about this, but this is what we thought was the Salita Island,
But
but
it looks so built
Ah.
up.
but it looks very built up.
Yeah.
So I really don't know now because I thought that, but if you look at Salita Island, there's no semblance of any.
There is in this video, there is an island across the way. So I'm wondering if it's
Oh, so it's the
Ah.
beach facing
See that?
Salita Island. But that might be Salita Island. Ah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not
the-
sure.
yeah. So this is probably actually in the base or close by.
Mm.
And that is Salita Island. Because I was looking at Salita Island thinking, I don't think there's been
Anyone on there?
no.
We used to call it Salita Island,
We
but
did.
whether it was or not is another thing.
No, I thought about it. I don't remember travelling across water to get to it either.
No.
Yeah.
So,
right.
so I think what we can see is Salita Island, and I think this must be another part of the base.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
And
It
but
looks
I
like
don't
it.
know where.
Mm.
Would this have
Or
been like
maybe-
Sunday or something? Sunday picnic?
Yes, it would have been a weekend. Definitely a weekend where everyone's just gone to relax.
Mm.
And I'm thinking that this must be. Maybe it's part. Is there a part that's called Salita? That's not.
Not the island.
That's not the island.
There is Sembawang Park though, and I thought this would have been Sembawang Park.
Oh, might be.
Mm.
maybe.
Yeah, it might
Yeah.
be.
There is a Kelong here. Do you remember where this is? Is this your Pontian trip?
I think that's the
I
Pontian
think it's the
trip.
same
Right.
place.
Yeah, I think that's Pontian as it used to look in
Okay.
1967.
The
There's
three of
Colin.
you.
Yeah. Oh, well, we're all down there. Okay.
Yeah. So Angela, you had short hair. You had short hair.
Yes.
Had short hair.
Yeah,
Why
mine-
did you always have short
Because Mum made me. She decided I looked better with short hair.
hair?
So
Okay.
I wasn't
And you had
allowed.
long hair. You had braids, right? Was this braids?
Me?
Or-
Yeah,
Yeah.
you had long
Yeah,
hair.
I
Yeah.
always had long hair.
Mm.
Not so much lately.
Yeah, then when we got
Chopped
home, I grew my hair and you chopped yours.
I do. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
What's
but I
Colin
didn't-
doing? He's going off on his
Oh,
own.
whatever 8-year-old boys do, Colin would be doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. You'd always be finding trouble.
I'd be finding trouble.
Mum was always down the clinic with him.
She was
Tetanus
getting
shots,
tetanus shots, having him stitched up, getting bitten by snakes. There was
Was
a
this
big.
Was this your car?
No.
No.
No, I don't.
What car we had?
No, I can't remember
But
either.
it wasn't. Boy, you know, I
Don't
don't
you
think
remember?
that was it. No, I think it was
Ah.
a. Oh, look at that!
Yeah,
Yes.
it is.
I haven't found this bit on the videos at all. That's great. Oh my goodness.
There's a hill here.
So that we think is the view from the top of the reserve, Bucketeema Reserve.
Okay.
And we found on the map that quarry, I think is called Dairy Farm Quarry. I think. Could be mistaken. That's
a
the
very
view.
nice view.
It's a view. It's a fantastic view of what used to be there. So
Yeah, I used to climb up there.
There are a number of videos which is like driving along the road. I don't know where
Yeah.
this is.
Yeah, with Mum's very shaky. So I'm trying to think. I'm guessing that's on the way back to.
Yeah, back to the naval base.
Yeah. No, those are the posh houses. Oh, it's gone now, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely on the way back to the naval base.
Yeah, right.
Yes, because we're just turning in now. Yeah. Oh,
And
interesting.
that's it. Was that where your house was? The last,
No.
like the last.
No, it would be.
No.
It would have been further into the base from Summerwine Gate.
There are some workers here.
I think that's the rubber plantation. So that would be at the back.
And those pineapples, I think was on the way back from Pontian. And the guy, he was probably waiting to have these pineapples picked up. Yeah. But we stopped and bought one from him, or we got one somehow. I remember that distinctly, thinking that was very exciting. Yes. Yeah. So that was back from Pontian, I think. Yeah. So that would have been in Johor.
This one is quite clear.
It is. But where is that? You see, I think this is the road to Kotatingi. But again, or in the reserve, maybe. No. We wouldn't have. We didn't driven. No, we didn't.
But this is this probably a British truck, right? British naval truck or army truck.
Looks like it. It does. I don't think this is on the island. I think this is in Johor somewhere. And it's either on the way to Jason's Bay. I don't know what the Malay name for it is. On the east coast, or going up to Kotatingi. Okay. I think, but it's really a guess. Now we can't ask Mum. I don't think Mum would remember either. Anyway.
Here's the continuation, I think.
Yes.
So there are two trucks. Yeah. And this one is carrying soldiers. Yeah.
Yes. And those are definitely rubber trees, aren't they, on the right there?
Yeah, see, I thought that was like the entrance to the rubber plantation.
Do you think it might be on the naval base then?
It could be.
Yeah, I don't remember the naval base looking quite so rural in that sense.
Yeah.
But, I think it's, and I don't think Mum would have taken it. It would be one of our trips out.
Right.
Which makes me think it's on the way to one of those places.
Yeah.
What does that say?
Can't see. Some private limited.
What does that say?
Private limited. I can't see the name. It's a company.
Oh, that's really annoying, isn't it? Yeah. Something limited. Yeah. So I think this was definitely in Johor somewhere.
Okay.
It's the house there.
Yeah, that's not our houses. I don't know what those are.
But what's this fence?
I don't know.
It looks like it's See, that's not the back of the naval base or something, is it?
I don't know. I don't recognise it at all, to be honest.
So I think this is probably the city. This is a port area.
Yes, that's the
Mm.
port. Yeah. That's definitely in the south, and Singapore, up in the harbour. Interestingly, yeah.
Oh, there's all sorts of boats.
Yeah. Because I do remember the front being quite built up at that time. It's interesting. I wonder,
Quite built up, isn't it?
it is, but I suspect a lot of those buildings are probably, so that I think must be, I don't know. No, I don't know.
Is this Singapore? It's quite
Well,
hilly.
now you're saying it,
Oh,
it looks more like Hong Kong, doesn't it?
oh, do you think?
Did you make a
Dad did
trip
go to
there?
Hong Kong. Dad did, and
Yeah.
did he take Simon?
Or Kuala Lumpur.
No,
Would
it
it be
doesn't
not
have the
Kuala Lumpur?
sea.
No, sorry, not KL. Penang.
Right,
Could it be
because
Penang?
we don't have this building. This is not our
Yeah,
seafront.
I was going to say, and as it panned round, the hills are too big.
Yes, I
Yeah,
was looking
yeah.
at the hills.
It's too, the geography's wrong, isn't it? So
It's probably that
it's
one that
it's
Dad took when he was
probably
away.
yeah. So I think
It's not home,
Colin,
right? It's not Portsmouth.
no.
Nah.
This is
No.
definitely abroad. This is definitely in that part of the world. So I remember Colin being taken. I was very jealous because boys were taken on a trip on one of the ships to Penang. Is it St George Town? St George.
Where's Penang?
Penang's halfway up the Malayan Peninsula
Oh, okay.
in Malaya. So I think it might be Penang or Hong Kong. I think it's more likely to be Penang, isn't it?
I know Dad did go to
There's
Yes.
one
So
more.
I realise I've always thought of it as Singapore Harbour, but it's not, is it? No, it isn't. I think you're right. It's definitely not Portsmouth.
No.
Where is this?
There we are. So that is
That's your
HMS
school?
Terror.
Okay.
No, this was Terror. You know, we were talking about the swimming pool earlier on, the HMS Terror. This is part of that complex.
But this is the church.
So this must be the church, or what was used as a church.
Yeah.
Because that's a communion.
What were you wearing?
What were you
Some
wearing?
kind of veil?
Yeah, it's very much a Catholic thing. It's very Catholic. So when you become a confirmed Catholic,
Well, no, it's your first communion.
it's your first Holy
when you
Communion.
first enter the church. As a
Oh yes, so it's
person,
not
isn't it?
confirmation.
Yeah.
It's a first Holy Communion. It's I don't know. It's a bit weird, isn't it? But
Very weird.
it's like the girls. It's almost like they're little brides.
Yeah.
Very strange. You wear white, and it was quite common to wear a veil.
Yeah.
So I know. It's Catholicism for you.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the boys just got to wear white shirts.
Yes.
Red, didn't have a red sash or something. They usually did have a red sash, didn't they? Yeah.
The National Theatre, right? You said just now.
Oh, now that is where the National Theatre used to stand.
The
And
new
I think
flats have
these
come
flats,
out. Yeah.
so those are new flats, and as you pan around, you see the old National Theatre.
So imposing,
Nice
right?
building,
So
isn't it? It's a
unique.
lovely building. And as you pan right, you'll see some of the old housing which Lee Kuan Yew was determined to get rid of. And so they didn't last long. It's not in this shot, but it will be in that shot.
The other one.
Ooh,
Is
there's
this
Colin.
your family? Okay.
Yeah.
Colin loved the camera.
He was so funny in front of the camera. He couldn't resist it, could he? He was a bit camera struck.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the National Theatre, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's from up above.
Oh. So, is that
around the back?
what is that? Those buildings then? Is that Raffles? Is it? No. You'd have to find an old map actually, but it was a great theatre.
Lovely.
It was
isn't
really beautiful. Yeah.
There are a couple of outings.
That's Kotatingi.
Ah,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, the waterfalls. I don't know. I think we just thought it was very exotic to be able to.
Still think that.
Yeah. To go and swim in the little pools and climb up the waterfall.
Wow. Quite a lot of tourists.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was very popular.
It still is apparently.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it doesn't look like that anymore.
I don't know what it looks like these days, but it has its own Facebook page, I think.
Wow.
I think so. Yeah, Kotatingi. It was great. Great fun. Yeah.
That was the bottom pool.
That was
wasn't
the
it?
bottom pool.
Calm pool.
The calm pool.
Yeah.
And there's me and Colin.
Oh, yeah?
We climbed up to the yeah.
I was
Okay,
too scared
how
to do it, mate.
Pavila is here. That's Colin,
Oh,
right?
that's Tiger Balm Garden.
Yeah.
Yes, with all the statues. Yeah. I was always scared of them a little
Do you
bit.
remember going
They
to
had
the
very-
hells to see the hells? The 18 hells?
I don't remember.
No.
Hmm.
I don't remember. I just remember
I just remember the garden and
Mm.
the statues.
The statues.
They're very
Yeah.
scary.
they were quite scary.
Yeah.
They
No,
were big.
the real scary one are the hells. The 18 levels
Oh,
of hell,
really?
where you get your belly cut open, for your punishment.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we did. Yes, we did see that.
Yes, now you've said it.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
I've forgotten about that.
Yeah.
You've forgotten about that. Good.
Yes, but they were. Oh, maybe you
Yes.
put that into the back of. Oh, yeah, that was scary,
You
wasn't
It was
Yeah.
scary. Yeah, so now you said that. Yeah, there was a
Yes.
lot. It was quite gruesome.
it? It was quite gruesome. Yes, I forgot. They were so gruesome.
I think there are a couple of Chinatowns I'm going to show them, which is very nice, actually.
So all of this would have gone
Mm.
now because I think this is what Lee
Yeah.
Kuan Yew was trying to make a move at to get rid of all that stuff.
Is that your
Well, that's our
father?
dad.
Yeah.
That's our dad. Yeah.
What's his name, by the way?
Nothing. Sorry,
What's his name?
Robert.
Robert. There's part
That would be
2.
Relaxing after a day. Yeah. Well, China is that Chinatown then?
A lot of the
It
videos
might be.
it was just family really, so it was quite hard to try and.
Yes, it is a basic
out.
family. Yeah.
And the last one, I think with Robert also. Is that Robert?
Oh, that side. Yes, that's my
Hmm.
dad. Yes, outside. It was a shop that my dad quite liked. I think he bought various watches, cameras, things like that. I think that. Yeah. Oh, pickup
Mm.
trucks. Look at the pickup taxis.
The black and yellow
The
one.
black and yellow taxis.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
pickups. Do you remember those, Karsang?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't think they exist anymore. But
I don't know where. So where would that road have been?
right at the. So my only memory of being downtown Singapore was that it was kind of right on the harbour front.
Ah,
But I don't know where that would translate to these days in terms of the maps. I can't really
Mm.
equate it at all with anything current.
Yeah. So I want to ask you, 2 final questions. One is leaving Singapore. Can you tell us about leaving Singapore?
Yeah. Well, I don't really have.
I remember all the packing up.
I do remember all the packing up.
There was a lot of boxes and a lot of.
Yes, and Mum packed a whole bunch of cigarettes that my dad was really annoyed to find because he had to pay duty on them coming in, and he meant to leave them because he was giving up smoking. So these are all family things, but yeah, there was a lot of packing up. So we had boxes that must have been sent by sea, and like you said, we seem to have going away outfits. I don't know. I suppose
I remember going down to the the tailor.
Yes, being measured up for
these outfits,
that
and
we
they were
all-
definitely pink and blue.
Were they?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I remember because we were talking about it the other day, and I was saying now I look back at it, it's like they were like little air stewardess outfits because it had like a little skirt and a little jacket.
Did it?
Yeah.
So I think
But they were matching.
and it must have been in the day when traveling was really very exotic and a thing you did to dress up for.
Yeah.
It's very strange. It's a
We
complete.
all got dressed up. We all
Yeah.
had leaving outfits.
We
Yeah.
did. So I do remember the whole packing up thing, and I can remember being sad about that. I can remember being sad
Yeah.
about leaving Singapore.
Yeah.
I don't think I was quite ready to leave
Yeah.
Singapore.
Did
Yeah.
both of you say
Sudden.
goodbyes? Did you say your
Sorry?
goodbyes?
I think. Do you remember at school
Oh,
we used
yes,
to?
at
So
school.
whenever anybody left, I think everybody left in like groups, didn't they?
They
Because I remember
did.
there was
There was a whole bunch of us leaving
quite
at
a
the
few
same
of us in the
time.
class leaving,
Mm.
and we'd all take our shirts and our dresses, and we'd all
You-
write our
it's
names.
common
and-
in markers to write your signature on your school clothing.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I had a
Ah.
white blouse. By that time, the Bourne School uniform was a green skirt and a white blouse. So the white blouse, people would write on it on your last day.
And I had a dress.
You had your blue and white check
Yeah.
dress was the same. So I suppose it was something that we periodically went through that we were all used to. We knew what the custom was.
Yeah.
You knew
There's
what-
always
yeah,
people
there was
coming,
always
always
people
people
going. And
Yeah.
so I remember I had that for a long time, the blouse, the signatures. We all
Mm.
got those. So we said our goodbye. I don't remember.
Yeah, I just remember that leaving school situation.
Yeah, I can't remember
Mm.
can't remember any trauma, but I do remember. I suppose again it comes with a certain amount of excitement for change. But I can remember really not being ready to go home.
Mm.
I didn't particularly want to go home at that time.
Mm.
I was enjoying
Angela?
my education and everything.
Yeah.
You know, I really
Yeah.
enjoyed it there. I remember my dad. I can remember an incident where my dad was obviously as part of his leaving thing. Not that we would have particularly known, but I can remember my mum being really, really upset
Mm.
that he'd come home late, I think, later than expected, but he'd been given a going away
Evening.
well it was I don't know what had happened, but drink had been taken. My dad didn't really drink, you know, beyond the odd beer that I know of anyway.
Yeah.
And he came home quite sozzled, and I think his mates are basically they've been drinking, but they'd also thrown him off the ship, which apparently
Is what you did
it was something that happened. They threw you off the fort
after you've been drinking.
after you've been drinking. And I can remember my mum being absolutely distressed by this. 'Cause I don't even know how he got home, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I remember that had happened. There was all the packing up.
Yeah.
It
all seemed to happen very quickly.
It did seem to
Mm.
happen very quickly, but I suspect it's because as kids you weren't really
involved
in the planning of it, really.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
remember because we flew from Changi, and because I seem to recall the incoming flight when we arrived in Singapore was a more commercial flight, but maybe it wasn't. But I remember traveling back, we were on RAF flights, which went to Brize Norton.
Oh, okay.
We didn't. It wasn't a commercial civil flight. It was a services flight
Mm.
to Brize Norton. So we travelled back from Oxfordshire, which was interesting in itself. But I don't remember. Yeah, I can remember not being ready to leave.
And can you just say, we had the best toys because, don't you remember? I had a walkie-talkie doll and Colin had that robot
Do you remember them? No.
We had a lot of this electronic sort of stuff. And
When
it was
we were in
very-
Singapore.
Yes,
That's
in
right.
Singapore, yeah.
An
Yeah.
Ultraman and
Yeah.
Godzilla. We got on
Yeah.
the TV.
Yeah. I just remember
was
the
great.
toys.
The
The toys
TV
were
was great.
great.
TV was great, actually. Yeah. 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 Otherwise I don't remember much
Yeah.
really. But yeah, so we
Mm.
had these little forays into Malaya, and
Yeah.
adventures in Singapore. It was great, actually.
Mm. I mean, so both of you have now lived very full lives, that 3 years in Singapore, that little stint, what does it mean
Yeah.
to you now?
Well, so that's an interesting question because, yeah, I think it really had a huge impact.
I think so.
And I wonder if it's because you're a child and you're somewhere exotic. Maybe the way you lay down memories as a child is slightly different. I don't know.
Mm.
But I was thinking myself, it's only 2.5 years.
Yeah.
And 2.5 years whizzes past now, doesn't it?
Mm.
And it did strike me that memories for things. I mean, the fact that I could remember the address of where we lived,
Yeah.
it
I think it sets you up at that early age as well, for even though you probably don't know it, but when you're older, you know that you might be more open to
different cultural experiences.
yeah.
Yeah,
And even living abroad, because you've lived in Germany, I
Yeah.
lived in Spain. You know,
Yeah.
we've lived.
We have lived other
We
places.
haven't-
We haven't stuck here. We haven't stayed here.
We haven't sort of worried about going somewhere
Yeah.
else if we needed to.
Yes, we haven't actually, because it wasn't something necessarily sought out, was it, to live abroad? But
No.
we were. It just when
Open
it,
to
yeah,
it.
you're just open to that, and I do think actually that's probably true.
Mhm.
That
And like you say, and the cultures and food, and
I
I think
think
probably
it really
gives you
did.
that
Yeah, but I was thinking about it, and
grounding.
I think it had a huge impact. And I actually think it was a very exotic experience, and I think
Great experience.
I just remember it as something very special, really.
Mm.
And I realise you're not part of a local's experience of life, and so in a way we
We
were
were a little
closeted.
bit,
We were in
yeah.
a bubble, but it was a very special bubble in a very special place. It was really, but one which also safely expose you to different experiences. It was great, really. Yeah, I think it was a very important part of our early experiences as children. We felt special,
Yeah.
Mm.
to be honest.
Yeah, I know when I came back and I was going to school, I can remember them saying, "Well, I think I was, I don't know if I joined at the beginning or somewhere in the middle, but it's like, well, she's just come back from Singapore." And I was very like, yes, that.
Yeah. And it does make you a more exotic creature by association, doesn't it? But I think we realised we had a certain privilege, to be honest.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, definitely.
Karen, you have been back in Singapore, right? And Angela?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
No. Okay.
No,
So,
no. We were saying, weren't we should all go back together.
yeah, you should. Yeah. Bring more
I've
money
been
when you
back-
come back.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah,
expensive
that was-
now.
Yeah. It's
That's the
unrecognisable.
thing that's well, it's not stopped me because I haven't really thought of it as such, but I do think, oh, would I go back and
Mm.
not recognise it and
You
then
won't
be a
recognise it.
bit worried about
Yeah.
but like you found that you finding the house is brilliant.
Yeah, I found the house. I went back to my old school.
Mm.
They were very kind. And I hardly remembered anything about the old school. The bits that they showed me, I was like, I don't remember this. The bit I remembered was the quadrangle at the bottom of our bit of the school where we gather for assembly in the morning. And I loved it. I really enjoyed. I didn't really enjoy school much when I got home as much.
I'm the same. I love school in
But I
Singapore.
really enjoyed it there.
So what in your mind has changed the most in Singapore?
Well, it's just not the same place. It's quite incredible because it's so built up now. So my memory, to be honest, even if it if nothing had changed, my memories would still be probably a bit skew if we went back, but nothing was the same. The places that were the same was arriving in Bukit Timah. I remember the cab saying we're here in Bukit Timah. I remember thinking, yes, it really does look very similar here. But I think I was I'm blown away by the amount of development.
Right, probably. 'Cause it's
The
it's
rate,
not that
it's,
long ago, is it?
and so of course everything we know about all the harbour development and the reclaimed land and the amazing hotel bit. So I don't even. So on my last visit, we actually spent a bit of time down in the old. Is it the Keys? The what
Yeah.
do they call
Clark
it?
Key.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
around there, which I don't even remember as a child, although we probably did visit on a couple of occasions, but I don't remember. But I can remember we went through Sembawang,
Mm.
and that is absolutely unrecognizable. Everything's gone. So the gates are gone. The development around the causeway entrance, all around there, it's nothing. Everything's gone. So it feels like a.
Right.
Yeah, it's very cosmopolitan. It always was quite cosmopolitan, I always felt. But now it just feels quite intense. It's really built up. It's really built up in a way that is completely unrecognizable to me. Throughout the island, especially. So I suppose we visited because of our association through the Navy. I wanted to see where the naval base was. And all that's complete. And you can see the shipyards actually. As you go past, you can see the shipyards are there, but it has no context for us, for our experience of it. And the number of flats and residential stuff is completely overwhelming. It's amazing. And in the south, it really is now a very international city. You can see how all the developments around the river area, and the botanical garden. What's it called at the bottom there? The reclaimed bit where all the metal trees are. Yeah, the metal trees. Where are they? They're right at the bottom. That's amazing. So that's all new.
Yeah.
It's just a completely different world to when we were there.
Glad we went when we went.
Yeah.
Well, I think so.
Well, we had to.
What do you think? Yeah, but it's the way the world worked then, But I think for many modern Singaporeans, I think they live in a really modern, technological metropolis, which it just wasn't before.
Yeah.
It's quite incredible.
Yeah. I want to thank you so much, Karen and Angela, for coming onto the show. In
Thanks
as
for
much as you
inviting me.
said that this was a bubble that you were privileged to live in,
Yeah.
I always wanted, myself and Singaporeans as well, especially Singaporeans who are familiar with the naval base, right? To go inside the bubble, and see Singapore and the naval base, from your perspective.
Yeah.
So I think you have helped us to do that. I'm very grateful that you've come onto the podcast and talked about those special memories of yours.
Well, we're very grateful for you inviting us so that we can babble on, because it's really reignited a lot of the memories that we clearly still have.
Yeah.
And so we thank you very much for that opportunity.
Thank you very much. Right? We'll
Thank you
keep
very
in
much.
touch.
Thank you for your attention.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll let you know when the
Thank you.
podcast comes out in a couple of weeks.
Brilliant. Thank you. Yes, you'll have to edit it heavily.
Lightly.
Thank you. No, thank you.
Talk to you soon
That's
again.
great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.